I know that you're not a doctor per se, but you probably do hear about people from other friends of yours who might be in the profession and might be actually attending to such cases of battery and abuse. It's never easy, is it? It's never easy, but I think tonight, I just hope that through all of this, we can at least now determine that there was a brute in her life, and that brute plausibly could have gone on to take her life.
Good evening, Rahul, and good evening to my esteemed fellow panelists. At the outset, I must point out that I am not here as an expert. There are lawyers, esteemed lawyers, as well as members of the police force, as well as political analysts like we're seeing from political parties, so who would be able to opine much more expertly on this issue than I am. So I'm here as a common citizen who today has to be said is finding very difficult to find words, because this seems to me as a tragedy piled upon tragedy, day upon day. I mean, if we thought what had happened to Shraddha till yesterday was just absolutely abominable, today the details that you've disclosed is just so horrendous. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry to be even hearing this. But Rahul, there are 2 points that I have to make. One is, how on earth did we allow Shraddha to slip through our nets? And I say this with full sense of responsibility that we are a democracy with a rule of law. Now, there is an act, and we have esteemed lawyers amongst us. There is a Domestic Violence Act 2006, if I'm not mistaken, which is, again, I might be wrong because just off my head, I'm saying this. It is civil in nature. It is not criminal in nature. First of all, why is that the case? Number two, it should have been an immediate recourse to take to Domestic Violence Act 2006 by the people who, not only knew about this horrendous spate of violence that poor Shraddha encountered, by the friends, the family, and also the doctor. Why was this never reported? I know this is civil in nature, but at least if a prohibitory order could have been sanctioned, and if this brute monster violated it, they were, I'm astonished, but there is only a fine of 20,000 rupees if the prohibitory order is violated. I mean, this law seems to be a mockery of justice for women who have to bear this terrible domestic violence. And the kind of tales you've narrated, Rahul, is just I can't bear it. Number two, and here I plead, and there is esteemed Mr. Azad here, who is a member of the executive, and I think he will be able to be much more forceful than I, a common citizen, am. But I implore the police to not go after circumstantial evidence or confession, but to nail this based on hardcore DNA genetic evidence. I don't want this monster to escape after a year. I don't. I really don't. I want this fellow to be put behind bars forever. I mean, it is so painful to even think of what he's done. Where is the weapon? Have the police located the weapon? What about the DNA evidence? Why is the police allowing everyone to walk over all those crime scenes? Why? What is happening to the gathering of the DNA evidence? Mr. Azad, I implore you, sir, as a member of our polity, of our public, of society, to please tell this in most emphatic fashion, that the police have to nail this fellow forever, for eternity.